Okay, so I just want to revisit Zorin OS because last time I actually dissed it a bit because of the support or the lack of support it has. But the OS itself is pretty great. So I checked it out again and really nothing wrong with it. I kind of like. Why is my browser open? Ooh, that's a bad background picture. Damn. But yeah, I like the clean look. That's what I like. Simple start menu. This is actually my favorite start menu so far. Of all the Linux distros. It's got everything that I need is here. And yeah, I just like the look, and it's pretty light on resources as well. So if we go in here, you've pretty much got all the applications. So if you come from Windows, you basically need a browser, you need some Office suite, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's got by default, it's got the LibreOffice in there. And what I like about Zorin, three things I like about it, is the simplicity and the great looks, nice and clean look, and that it comes default with Brave browser. Default installed with the Brave browser and not Firefox. So glad for that. So I've actually never seen that before in any other distro. I mean, anything is better than Firefox and Chrome. Right, so if it's a new install, most people just go for to change the appearance, the background, and some of the themes. So if you go in there into themes, you can download other themes here, but it's a bit of a process. And I just go with default. I like any OS default. I like to stick with the default settings as much as possible. So I might just change a few things here and there. Obviously dark mode, as it is here. So dark mode will be in, where's that now? Yeah, so just go themes. So you go Zorin appearance, themes, Zorin, and then dark mode here. Then just fine tune it a bit. Well, this I just got add white or dark, and I just stick with the defaults. Perfect. Another nice little thing which I don't care about is the jelly mode. I wonder if it will work now. It's not working. I have to restart. But yeah, it wobbles the windows if you move them, which is pretty. Oh yeah, like that. Yeah, they actually included that by default. That's cool. It's usually something you have to install afterwards on other distros. Right, and another one that's pretty cool is desktop cube. Switch between workspaces in 3D. So obviously you have workspaces, you have multiple desktops that you can switch between. With this one, it actually make it look like a cube. So if you choose, if we click on the desktop selection button, you can actually drag this as a cube, which is pretty cool. So if I go here, yo, this background is just the worst. Let's open files, file manager. Right, let's just put it there, and then we hit cubes again. You can actually almost look behind it. It's so weird. So now I can just quickly check what, okay, I've got that open there and so on. Yeah, so that is pretty cool, but you have to enable it here. Right, desktop, not much else I care about in here, so we can close that. And then if you want to change the desktop background, obviously just right click there on your desktop and then choose a background. And then you're in settings anyway, so start menu, settings is here. So in settings, you can get pretty much everything you want to do on Zorin is here. So network stuff, Bluetooth, all that stuff, applications, all the applications that's installed. Right, and then what else? Maybe some power stuff. Here's your display if you want to change your resolutions, because that's pretty important too. Yeah, so that's settings. Oh yeah, and the nightlight it's installed by default as well, which is pretty cool. Right, what else? So we've got settings, appearance, and then software. Just to check what software is installed on your computer, it's all here, listed here, and you can actually uninstall it here. You can search for it here. Right, and then if you want to get new software, you just go explore, type in VLC, because I always just type in VLC, easier to remember. Yeah, and then just click on it and install it. Boom. And then you can even check your updates here as well, and update from here. You don't have to go to command line if you don't want to, if you're a Windows user. So there's that. And then obviously Brave, got your file manager here. Yes, just that software manager again, and your terminal. Okay, so I just put new fetch in here by default. Oh yeah, that's another thing that we can actually check out a bit. So new fetch, if you want to change any of this output here, you can. I'm just going to quickly show you how to do that. Why not? So you just open your file manager, home, and then press control. Is it H? I think it's H. Control H to show all the hidden files and folders. You go to config. Okay, first you have to install new fetch. So sudo apt install new fetch. So install it, and then this you go into .config, the new fetch folder will appear here. Then you go into the new fetch folder, double click on the config file, and this is where you can change stuff. So let's kill that. Right, so if you check it out, so everything you see there, it's here. So your OS, Zorin, host, that's my host. I'm running it on Proxmox. Right, so if you don't want to see any of these, you can just quote them out like here. So I quoted out uptime and packages with a hashtag. And then if you go down, there's a bunch of stuff that's quoted out by default. You can actually unquote them and show them. So like GPU driver, battery for laptops, font. And so the only one I open up here is my local IP, as you can see. There's my IP there. It's pretty cool. And my user. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff in here that you can change, but yeah, I'm not gonna change much more than that. Yeah, so, and then yeah, you can just use the distro as any other Debian based distro, which is the exact same thing. So yeah, I'm thinking about I'm still deciding what distro I want to use as a daily driver on my laptop. I just don't want to choose one, install it, and then I run into trouble or run into problems, issues, because I have a lot of stuff on my laptop. My laptop actually does other stuff, so it's running my pfSense, so it's a router as well, and I've got a bunch of packages installed in pfSense that I don't want to do every time. So when I decide on a distro, it has to be it. So this one is in the running, but it's got some issues. It had some issues. It froze, but maybe that's just Proxmox. I don't know. Could be Proxmox. So this one is in the running, and then I've checked out Fedora, obviously. So I check out Fedora Silver Blue and Fedora Canoit. Silver Blue is the GNOME desktop environment, and Canoid is KD Plasma. That's the only difference. But they're both locked down, so you can't just pop into your terminal and do stuff. It's running everything through the OS tree and difficult to change much in there. It's quite stable. You can't break it, but not for me. So they weren't running. So if you want a Fedora based system, then Fedora Workstation is obviously the normal distro that you can use as a normal Linux distro and do things in. But these two not. So because I started off with Debian, you know, like Ubuntu years ago. I'm used to Debian, so I'm not gonna jump to Fedora. But if you started with Fedora, stay on Fedora. It's a great distro. Right, so it's between. Well, Fedora is in there, and the other one is obviously Linux Mint still. No, and then Zorin now, and so Arch maybe. I've watched the PewDiePie video about Arch and it looked great, but I don't think I will jump on there and make it my daily driver. No ways. But you can. I mean, it's just install it and there you go. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, those are the ones I'm still deciding on. So yeah, Zorin. Good.